It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Gardner Minshew. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Raiders and the Broncos. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers for White a week ago, 22 carries, 128 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's Nix. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now it's Nix. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in.
He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The Raiders are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, Minshew.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Minshew.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Minshew sets to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2nd and 5. Nix to the air. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense.
They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Off play action, it's Minshew. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down. On play action, here's Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Reynolds will go in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
To throw is Nix.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
The kick by Lutz is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Nix once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Nix from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. That's caught by Tucker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on second down. Minshew, his throw incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. So we reach halftime, and what's been message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got White here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Now Minshew. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Minshew sets to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Nix. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's White. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Darren Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other time.
Touchdown! Brock Bowers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. In motion left goes Reynolds. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. To throw is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing Nix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. Open man is Tucker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground with White. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And the Raiders have got him.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Up the middle, it's Williams. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Nix to the air.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Marvin Mims,
77 yards.
And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Open man right side, Myers.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll look to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw. Nix. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew getting set to go to work once more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back to throw here.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nix. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So now London down by 7, 1:11 to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10.
Minshew. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Minshew.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He hits Adams, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Now Minshew.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.